In this video speaks to Robert from Spartan Precision about what's new in the Javelin bipod family.
Now I found my way to the Spartan Precision's booth here at the SHOT Show, and as you know, I have hunted with this bipod now for a couple of years, and I really like it. It's lightweight, and the magnetic attachment, I think it's a very clever solution. And Robert, you have some really cool new stuff here.
Yeah, so with the Javelin range of products, we've actually enhanced the family of Javelin products. So we've got a product now which is an entry-level product coming around £135, which has the main features of the Javelin. It comes with a single fixed-length leg. Now the big features that we've introduced now with the new products is this one, which is the Pro Hunt, which is the top end of the Javelin family. So what we've done now is we've responded really to our customers' needs, and what they were asking for was a sort of an improvement to the leg locking system. So with this now we have an external leg locking system. This is still on a friction lock system, but the lock has now been moved to the top, so ergonomically when you're prone and you're reaching up, your hand reaches sort of quite naturally to grip the locking mechanism to make the adjustment, keeping it out of the dirt and the moisture and the grass. The legs are now, unlike the original Javelin, the legs are now bonded in place, now threaded in place rather than bonded in place. Now the advantage of that for our customers is it allows us to offer them a much wider range of legs. So to give you an example where we can go with that, here's a couple of leg extensions, and we've got a variety of leg extensions. This is a 80 centimetre leg extension, so really good for a kneeling, seated position. And this is a 160 centimetre. So effectively, by threading this into the bipod head, you can have a bipod which you can quickly adapt for a standing shot. So it's real flexibility within the bipod. And it's a system approach rather than just saying it's a bipod, it lives on the end of your gun, that's all it does. You know, you can adapt this now.
Yeah, cool. And you still have the spikes on.
Yes. So we've kept some key features. We've kept the same sizes, so our head remains a 12mm magnetic attachment. So if you bought the first Javelin way back sort of 6 years ago, this will fit in your adapter, and likewise the threading size now is common throughout for these legs, it's common throughout our range. So it's completely interchangeable. So behind us we've got our tripod system. These legs thread in, so if you need to make a short tripod, then you can use the legs from your bipod and they will thread into the tripod head, giving you a short tripod. Could use more optics on the range, for instance. The other main feature about the Pro Hunt, so this is feedback from our mountain hunters, is that there are some occasions on a cross-hill shot with the original Javelin that you can get the leg sometimes to fold on you. If you're shooting across a hill, you've leveled up your scope, but there's a lot of pressure on that downhill leg, it can fold up. We've got around that now, we re-engineered this, the body of the bipod, and this now has a positive lockout system. So that leg can't fold until you press the button. So once you deploy it, that's locked out. And we really see that as like, you know, the real evolution of the Javelin range.
And you still have the availability to lock the what call it?
This cant block, yes. So the cant block I'll show you on the rifle here. So by attaching this into the adapter here, you've got cant for uneven ground, but by locking the lever here, you can set the scope level and then keep it there. And of course, like all the Javelins, you've got a traverse mechanism, but by taking it out and fitting it in the reverse, the same bipod now becomes a fixed bipod. And that, for a longer shot or for working on the range, maybe doing some zeroing or working some loads up, this gives you a bit more sort of tightness in the system.
Really, really cool. And
another feature that we've just launched is the new tack leg. And again, we've kept to the same family of threads, common throughout the bipod range. So now if customers want to upgrade, for instance, if you're hunting in winter, you may find that a friction lock leg isn't suitable if you're working with gloves and cold hands. So this is new for us this year, is our tack leg, and these will fit into the Javelin Light and the Javelin Pro Hunt and our tripod system. And this just simply works on a simple micro adjusting button press. Still has the tungsten carbide tips under there, works in exactly the same way, but it's quick adjustable.
This quick adjustment, is it one length, or do you also come with a longer length?
At the moment, this is only in two lengths, which is pretty much a 6 to 9 inch and a 9 to 12 inch. So the principal hunting sort of sizes that we encounter, there may be potential later on to increase that.
When you buy a system like this the first time, is there a choice of legs then, or is it an add-on?
At the moment, we started from the point of view of we offer them the option of a 6 to 9 or a 9 to 12 inch leg for the bipod. But when the feedback we're getting from the customers is actually, why don't you go to a more modular approach that you menu build your bipod depending on your requirements. So I think probably later this year we'll be looking at offering customers the option to maybe buy the head and then choose the leg option that suits their needs best. So, but it's us, growing up, we're a small company, we're learning, and we get a lot of feedback from our customers.
I think that's a cool way to pick the different parts and just, like I said.
Yeah, let the customer decide what they need. Yeah. Another great new option that I think you saw last year, but this is proving really successful for a lot of our customers. And again, it's been driven by customer demand. So we would come to the shows, we would show them our tripod, and they would say, well, that's very nice, but it's an expensive tripod, but I really like your method of attachment. So again, with the rifle, we have a fitting here which will go direct into all of our adapters. So it doesn't matter whether you've got a Picatinny, M-Lock, hunting rifle, gunsmith adapter, and shorts, we've got a fitting option for you. And this, in the bottom of this Davros head, has a 3/8 female thread. Now that allows you to fit onto any conventional tripod system that people are commonly using when they're hunting. So Gitzo, Manfrotto, that kind of thing, really common. We get a lot of guys out now running with the Primus trigger stick system. This Gen 3 system uses a 1/4 inch. You put a little step down thread inside the 3/8, and that will screw straight onto the Primus system. And the advantage of that is now you're getting that extra stability, extra accuracy from being able to tighten up that connection with the tripod. You're not wobbling around so much.
I have tried this out, and I really like it for a lot of different hunting applications because it gets very sturdy.
Yes, and the other advantage that you get for guys, maybe the Primus system, is that whereas before you maybe just had a conventional camera mount on that, is you can also take your rifle off and mount your optic on there. So you're increasing the sort of the versatility of the system. And of course, if you move on and you buy another sort of set of sticks or a different tripod, you can just simply unthread the Davros head and thread it onto that. The same head will also thread onto things. For instance, we have a sucker fitting here. Again, the Davros just threads on. I'll take that off. You'll see that this has a 3/8 thread. It's a direct connection to that. And the advantage of that, maybe for the hunters, more so in Europe than in the US here, but you can mount that straight onto a surface of a vehicle, and that can become a shooting platform, temporary shooting platform, maybe from the roof of a pickup or from a hunting vehicle, or any other smooth surface.
Yeah, I can think of if you have to check your aiming, your sighting of a rifle scope. Yeah. The car is a very sturdy platform, or for varminting or predator control or something like that.
We do a slightly different version here. This is really more for the optics, but it's great for putting your scope on here. And this is just the same kind of system, but has a little bit more articulation in the arm here. Not really for shooting off because of the loading on the polymer arm here, but it's really good for the optics. So again, if you're doing a lot of glassing from the vehicle, or put in other equipment, you can put lamps, torches, thermal, night vision, will all run off this, and our standard optics adapter like we've got on this spotting scope.
Another cool thing I saw here is you have an add-on to your tripod, so you can make it a 5-legged rest.
Yeah, well, this system really was developed with some help from some military users, and they were looking for a specific requirement. Effectively, they were looking for the most stable kind of platform that they could make for being able to deliver kneeling and stand-in shots. So what we did is we took our standard tripod system, as you can see here, but we've added an ankle system to the bottom, a rear cradle here, and what that now, if I turn this around, I'll give you a 5-leg shooting bench. And we're getting users that are using this over 1,000 meters standing shots on relatively small targets. You know, it's lovely if you can always go prone and get in that super stable position, but certainly for the military user, where they're maybe operating in buildings, and they can't always plan the ground that they're going to be shooting from, then this gives them an option to set up a stable platform with a minimum of fuss, something that one man can carry on his pack. Yeah. Very lightweight. I mean, I can take the gun off, you know, yeah. And if I need to leave in a hurry, then I can grab it and start running. You know, it's very, very lightweight, very modular.
Well, and what I like about all of your stuff, that it's so modular. So you can use it, if you buy a tripod, you can use this as a bipod, a tripod, and now you can add on, have a 5-legged or 4-legged thing.
Absolutely. I mean, people talk about it as a tripod, and we call it a tripod, but it doesn't really do it justice, because, you know, if you see the tripod, I mean, this is a small one here. We can take these so we could put our optic on here, we can put our rifle on here, we can take these legs out, and we can put a leg, which is also a trekking pole, and we can turn that into a full-size tripod if we want to. Yeah. We can shoot off that as a bipod if we want to. You know, we have a sleep system, a small Dyneema tent, which will, on the full-size tripod, it will form the frame for the tent. You know, so it's a real system approach to a range of shooting problems.
Yeah. I think we have time for one more thing.
Okay. So this is our new bipod. Obviously more conventional in respects of, you know, when you look at some of our range of products. So this is our V2 bipod, using a 7000 series aluminium. It's been, as you see, you know, quite interestingly machined there to keep the weight down low. The legs are adjustable, multi-position, they fold up, they will fold rearwards. At the moment there are 3 mounting options, so we can have a spigot mounting onto a M-lock fitting, spigot mounting onto a Picatinny mounting. We have an option for some users looking to directly use the magnet mount. I would think that's sort of going to be less popular with this type of bipod, but we offer it in case any of our customers want that. Again, our common leg system using the same thread as all the other products, so you can thread in anything you want. Yeah. So if you need to do standing, you can do standing. The bipod, in fact, we have one here on this Daniel Defence rifle. As you see, the bipod is mounted here. We've got a locking mechanism for the cant here, which is limited. You can increase the level of cant if you require. And then the bipod simply slips off if you need to stow it, put it in a bag. You don't need a bipod on the rifle, but of course quickly attaches.
Yeah, really, really nice. So, Robert, I'm really happy you took your time to explain all this for us, and I think there's a lot of new options to choose from.
Thank you to us.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Please comment and let me know what you think about this product. Do you want to learn more? See a link in the description. Did you like this product presentation and want to see more from the SHOT Show? Hit the subscribe button and you won't miss anything.